Hey, good morning, everybody. Peter Kaima here. It is 8:30. It is time for Coffee Talk with Kaima. I hope you guys are all doing pretty good today. Super excited to be on with you today. Super excited about this day in particular. It's going to be a fun day, and I'll explain why here in just a little bit. As you can see, we are not coming to you live from the headquarters of the Kaima Real Estate Group today. Today, we're coming to you live from the headquarters of my house. This is my home office, and so I'm working from home today because I'm only working a portion of the day today. See, we've got a really fun trip planned today for myself and my youngest son, and really excited about that. So anyhow, just wanted to say good morning to you. I've got a special guest with me here this morning, my big buddy Ozzy. That's my buddy. Oh, it is. So Ozzy's hanging out with me today for Coffee Talk. It's unusual for me to be here at this time of the morning, so he's pretty excited. Good morning, Miss Mastacusa. Good to see you. Hey, Aunt Chrissy. Oh, man, Ozzy, everybody's coming to see you. Here, let me give you a treat. Oh, my buddy. All right, so it is Coffee Talk. Today, I raise my Kaima cup to you, but as you notice, it is not necessarily a Kaima cup. You see, when I'm at home, and don't get me wrong, there's never one too far away, but when I'm at home, I prefer to drink out of pottery. When I'm on the road, I love my Kaima cups. But I love to drink out of pottery. It just makes me feel grounded for some reason. And so anything earthy. I love wood. I love natural products. This is one of my favorite mugs. This was a special gift from two very special people, Chad and Ann Wingler and their family. I don't know if you're going to be able to notice it, but the white lines, you can probably see it there. There's some mountains. What you can't see is there's some mountains that are hidden in this mug. You see, this was handmade up in the mountains of North Carolina, where I went to school at Western Carolina University. And so this mug means a lot to me, not only because it's from friends, but because it reminds me of a place that grounds me up there at Western Carolina. Beautiful place. By the way, if you've never been and you have a student or a child, rather, that is looking for a really cool, unique experience, I cannot say enough about my experience at Western Carolina University. This started out a little bit of a somber moment, but I mean this in a really good way. You see, I feel very fortunate to have gone to a place like Western Carolina University, and here's why. And one simple reason. While it's beautiful and it feels good and it grounds me and all these other things, the people. You've heard me mention so many times about how I feel about my hometown of Orange, Massachusetts, and how fortunate I feel to have grown up there with the people there. I feel the same way about Cullowhee. You see, I have a lot of great friends and fraternity brothers from there. Unfortunately, tomorrow, a really close fraternity brother of ours, somebody that we all loved, I won't mention him here, but I will tell you that he had his mother pass away recently. Tomorrow they're going to have a funeral and the ceremonies to put her soul to rest. And guys, it's one of those things where there's a pool, right? I put out a note to some fraternity brothers of ours and made mention of it. And what I love about that is that so many people reached out to this guy immediately. Those friendships last even through distance and time. And they're not just fraternity brother relationships, they're relationships of all kinds. And I'm so grateful for the relationships I'm building today that fall in the same category, right? Relationships at work. I mean, I've got so many great parts of my life that I've had the most fortunate ability to make great friends. And I don't take that for granted, not even a little bit. To all of you, to all of my friends, and those of you that tune in every single week, man, honest to goodness, you mean the world to me, and I'm grateful for you. You've all played a role in shaping my life, and hopefully ours, or we've had a role in shaping yours. But tomorrow's going to be a tough day for this guy. And so if you would, without mentioning names, if you find it in your time, if you pray, or if you just send out positive energy, whatever it is that you do, spiritually, if you wouldn't mind just shooting something his way, and I would greatly appreciate that. Anyhow, so again, raise my really, really cool custom coffee mug to you this morning. Really excited about the day. Oh my God, did you see what happened this week? Rain. It rained in Raleigh. I can't believe it. It actually rained. We needed rain so bad. 38 straight days of dust. It got bad. That being said, I understand my hometown of Orange, Massachusetts got pounded with some terrible storm, and there's people without power still and what have you. So to those of you back home, I wish you guys good luck as you come out of it. I know you're hardy New Englanders, and you certainly will. So the temperature's changed. Fall has certainly arrived, right? The Yankees are out of it. For those of you Red Sox fans, friends of mine, not me, but those of you that are, I know that today's a wonderful day for you as the Yankees are out of the playoffs. And it also brings in that renewed sense of not renewed sense, but you turn your tide, you start turning your focus, right? It's fantasy football season, it's NFL season, hockey has started, Major League Baseball playoffs are going, but nothing is more important than what's happening this weekend in Asheville, North Carolina. You see my son, my 12-year-old, is going up to play in a regional tournament up there. We leave here in just a few hours, and super, super excited about that. One of the coolest parts about coaching this team is I hear from the kids all the time that they're tuning into Coffee Talk on occasion. And so I recognize somebody mentioned to me recently that people just love nothing more than the sound of their name. So just for a second, bear with me. I'm going to read the guys' names, my little 12 and 11-year-old ball players, real quick. Keep these guys in your prayers as they're traveling about 5 hours today to get to these ball games this weekend. Ryan Husking, Connor Urban, Landon Misnick, Blake Tillery, Jordan Jabo Bonner, Ryder Strand, Ryan Walton, Owen Lineberry, Alex Estevez, Drew and Luke Beasley, and then my favorite player, Camden Cotter. Hey, fellas, go get them this week. I'll see you guys tonight. All right. So if you've been on Facebook already this morning, have you been on my page? I hear you, Jeff. I knew you'd be one of the guys that would be happy that the Yankees are out. But have you been on my Facebook page this morning? If you haven't, go back and scroll up here just a little bit and take a look. There's a question that came out. I'm gonna try to verbalize this question. I had no idea the kind of response that this question would receive. So the question is this: are you somebody who texts this way or that way, A or B? By the way, hold on. This guy's going crazy. He wants everybody to know he's here. Ozzy, what's up, buddy? Who is it? You want to go for a ride today? Oh, man, your favorite word? Special guest today. And yeah, so here's the question. The question is, do you text as the way sample A or sample B? Here's the text, sample A. You put this all in one text. Hey, want to get dinner tomorrow? There's a new place I want to check out. Apparently they do great burgers. Are you an A texter? Is that how you text, all in one text? Or are you like me, which I'm now finding out is super annoying to people? I had no idea. Are you one of those people who sends a text that says, hey, you want to get dinner tomorrow? Send. Then send another one immediately after it says, there's a new place I want to check out. Send. Followed by, apparently they've got great burgers on. Send. I'm definitely a B. I have been told I am unquestionably a B. Maybe it's because I don't have the attention span. Maybe it's because of my high D. If you're a disc fan, maybe it's because I love bullet points and just quick answers and something. If you put all that in one text to me, there's a high likelihood I am not reading that whole text. If you send me an email and there's more than 2 sentences, there's a really high likelihood I won't see sentence 3 or 4. And maybe that's why. But are you A or are you B? Yeah, Megan, you are definitely A. Barley, good morning to you, buddy. Anyhow, let me know what you are. If you're A or B, and if you don't get a chance here to weigh in, and you want to weigh in later, if you're watching Coffee Talk later, we email Coffee Talk to so many people later on, and some people don't get to watch it until later this week or this weekend. But if you're one of those people, come back and check out my Facebook page and just tell me, are you A or B? It has been fascinating. Sue, you're a B. I'm guilty as well. Anyhow, so as we move on, one of the things I've asked you for recently, and I've gotten several really good ones, and I can't wait to compile these and share them with you, are life hacks. What I'm asking you again today, please, please, please shoot me a video or an email, a text, a direct message with your number one favorite life hack at your home, or when you're traveling, or when you're at ball games, or when you're at the movies, or whatever it is. What is your number one life hack, or your top life hacks overall? I'm going to share one with you right now. I'm actually going to demonstrate it. And in advance, I'm going to say you're welcome to. So y'all know I'm a huge fan of our Kaima cups, right? And one of the things that I love these for is when I'm traveling, you drive to the airport, you got your sunglasses on, and you've got your keys. But when you travel, you're out of town for a week. You don't need your car keys. You don't need your sunglasses until you get there. So I carry an empty Kaima cup with me in the car. And as soon as we park the car, I drop my sunglasses. I take my keys and drop my keys in there. Cap it off, throw that in my suitcase at the very top. And so when I get to the airport and I grab my luggage, I open up my suitcase, pull out my cup, everything's protected, everything's in one place, and then I can go find the nearest Dunkin' Donuts, because those of you that know me know that Kaima runs on Dunkin'. And then we go ahead and fill up our cup of coffee, throw our shades on, and off we go on vacation. So there it is. There's your life hack for the day. But I'm curious, shoot me your life hacks. What is it that you do that you don't know that others do or not many do that makes your life easier that we can share here. And again, we've got 3 or 4 good ones over the past couple of weeks, but I would love to get more. So please private message me, share them. If you see me, drop me a quick note, or if you pull me aside, let me know what those are. I mentioned to you that we've got baseball this weekend. Super excited about that, as I said. Those boys have won their last 2 tournaments in their bracket, which I'm really, really proud of them for. My son Cole had tryouts for his high school basketball team. And in his case, it'd be the junior varsity basketball team. And last night was the first round of cuts, and Cole made the first round of cuts. So I'm really, really proud of Cole. Tonight's the final tryout, and so we're all excited and hoping for his sake that tonight goes really well for him. And so if you're so inclined, keep Cole in your prayers as well. I know I'm asking a lot today from everybody here. All right, Megan's sharing publicly. What do we got? I use lint from my dryer screen to clean the fuzzies off the top of the dryer. Ooh, I've not heard that one before. I like that. That's really good, actually. But I have this thing that's even better, Megan. Let me tell you what it is. I have this thing called a magic pile. And I know you've heard me talk about this before. So I've got this pile in my bedroom. We have a basket, actually. It's a magic basket, I guess. And I throw all my dirty laundry into this magic basket. And usually within about 2 to 3 days, the magic basket is empty and everything's back in my drawers or hung up or whatever. It is awesome. So I trump your lint with the magic basket. All right. So again, send me those hacks. A couple of things I want to talk about real estate wise. I'm going to get you out of here and get you going. But again, I got to get in the car and get to Asheville. Number one, we talk about pricing a lot. We talk about strategy. I'm going to share with you, I don't care what part of the country you're in. There's one pricing strategy that supersedes all others. And that is this. You want to be attractive, right? You want to have your house sold. If you're putting it on the market, I'm assuming you want to sell your home. We fight a battle here in Raleigh, and I know others do as well, of people not realizing what their house is worth. No matter what the numbers tell you, no matter what the data tells us, they have a feeling that their home might be worth more. And we're probably guilty of that as well, Jennifer. We probably feel our home's worth more. I think it's human nature. We have the saying that you can be on the market but not in it. We want you not only on the market, but we want you in the market. In other words, if your house value is $250 and less in the market, that's what the market's going to bear, and you're pricing it at $280 or more, you're only on the market, but you're not really in it. And I would encourage you to revisit that. So if you're currently listed with your agent and your agent's asking you to talk to you about adjusting the price, make sure that there's, certainly, that it warrants it. And I'm not trying to beat up your agent or you. What I'm trying to tell you is oftentimes what we found is people can be on the market but not in it. Here's the challenge. If you're on the market but not in it, you're overpriced and you leave it out there too long, you will not get what you originally could have got for your home. We've had some recent clients fight that, and that's a hard thing to realize because you want to try to maximize your dollars. I get that. I certainly do. But at the same time, on the back end of things, maximizing your dollars might be making 4 less mortgage payments and getting $4,000 or $5,000 more for your home than you ended up getting because you become damaged goods in this market. So let's talk a little bit about the market and is it still a good time to sell? Guys, excuse me one second. My buddy Ozzy, I think, wants another biscuit. For those of you just tuning in, here's my co-host today. Oh, yeah. Let me give him another little cookie. So let's talk about, is it a good time to sell? So a report was done recently by NAR called the Existing Home Sales Report. It was released just recently. And when we look at that report, there's a basic premise that says that the best time to sell anything is when demand is high and inventory is low. I've heard some other real estate agents recently come on here and talk about the statistics, and we track them every single week. Our team tracks our statistics locally. And, is our inventory rising a little bit? Yeah, definitely rising. Is the market shifting a little bit? Yeah, a little bit, no question about it. Part of that is just natural time of the year. Typically, we see a little rise in inventory right now. Is that an indication of the market? I don't think so, guys. I think the market's pretty stagnant in terms of inventory. Guys, we've been selling over 40,000 homes a year, every single year for the last 4 years, just over 40,000, and we're going to do that again this year. The market is pretty stable. Have prices increased a little bit? Yeah, prices have increased because demand has increased and because supply is still not overwhelmingly high. You see, there's a theory that between 6 and 7 months worth of inventory, right around 6 months of inventory, we have a level market. Anything short of 6 months of inventory, nationally, it's thought to be more of a seller's market. Whereas if you're above 6 months, it's considered to be a buyer's market. Well, here in our market, here in the Triangle, we're still in that 2.5 to 3 months worth of inventory range right now, and certainly smack dab in the middle of a seller's market. Does that mean things haven't shifted a little bit hyper-locally? No, I mean, sometimes things have shifted. They can shift within a neighborhood, one end of the neighborhood to the other, for sure. But I think what I want everybody to realize is while rates continue to be fantastic, and while inventory might be creeping just a little bit, it's got a long way to go, guys, before we see a market that is no longer a seller's market. Now, sellers, that does not mean you overprice your homes, and that does not mean that you're going to sell in 3 days. A real good friend of mine, Brian Pate, who does a weekly podcast or Facebook Live as well, just recently said that days on market have been increasing steadily over the last several months, and there's no question it's taking longer to sell homes now than it did 2 months ago, than it did 4 months ago, 6 months ago, et cetera. And certainly more than it did a year ago at this time. So have we seen a shift? Absolutely. Has there been a big shift? Absolutely not. So price your home right, be in the market, not just on it. Wish us luck this weekend. Wish my good friend who I mentioned to you earlier, whose mom has passed away, wish him good luck as well. And just send whatever you can his direction. I'm so grateful for you. Ozzy and I say goodbye and have a great week, guys.